You're listening to the Dwell on These Things podcast. I'm John Stange, and it's great to have you with us this week, as always. And today I'm very excited to welcome a very special guest to the podcast. We have Paulo Silas Pereira, known to soccer fans around the world simply as Silas. Silas rose from humble beginnings in Brazil, overcoming childhood sickness and poverty, to eventually represent Brazil in two World Cups back in 1986 and in 1990. Over the course of his remarkable career, he's played professionally across four continents, became a respected coach, and now serves as an international broadcaster with ESPN. But what makes his story so compelling isn't just the success that he's experienced on the field. It's also the deeper story behind all of it, how his faith in God shaped his decisions and sustained him through challenges, and also helped him understand that identity and purpose go far beyond athletic achievement. And Silas has recently released a brand new book. It's called Beyond Success, One Athlete's Outstanding Pursuit of Goals, God, and Glory. It was just released by Harvest House Publishers. And so today we're going to be talking with Silas about his journey, about his faith, about the lessons that he's learned through a lifetime being involved in professional soccer, and then also just what true success really looks like. So, Silas, welcome to the podcast. It's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure to be with you.
Well, we're glad to have you with us. And I thought maybe we would just start with your growing up experience. So you described growing up in pretty humble circumstances in Brazil. And I wonder, as you look back, how do you think those early struggles shaped your character and maybe your perspective on success?
Oh, I think that I born in a Christian family, so in spite of the situation, uh, we had been taught by my father because I think, as you know, I I lost my mother when I was 5 years old. So my father must be mom and dad for
Mm-hmm.
me and my eight brothers, sister and brothers. So he taught us many values and principles about the loves God for
Mm-hmm.
us, and through this we could face and face the difficulties and goes on as well.
Wonderful. Isn't it wonderful when parents step up like that, when your father stepped up like that and served your family that way? That's a wonderful example of godliness and even the love of God.
Yes, yes, yes. My dad, I lost him. We lost him when I was 19 years old.
Mm.
But during the before he dies, he was an incredible man of God, and uh, every one of us was we are proud about what he do, and how how big he was for a family, and was not easy, but with him and with God we could face this time.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, as a child, you also dealt with some health challenges and just some other uncertainties about your future. And I wonder, at what point did you begin to believe that soccer might be part of God's plan for your life?
Yeah, I was so skinny, and coaches used to say, "What this guy comes to here when I go trial? What this guy comes to here to do here? He comes here to eat." And but people when we played as a teenager used to say, you have chance, go trial, you have talent to become a professional soccer player, because one thing is playing soccer, the other thing is having the gift or the talent to become a professional. And people used to say, go try because you have a chance. And then I believe in that. Also, my old brother, he was a soccer player as well. He used to say to me and Paulo, my twin brother, the same. go, 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 and we believe in that, and we went to trial, and well, the things goes well for us.
Love that. The Lord opened up a lot of doors for you through the years. You ended up representing Brazil in two World Cups. And I wonder, was there a particular moment during those tournaments when the magnitude of what God was allowing you to experience really hit you personally?
I think Joshua in the Bible in chapter in the Bible in the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 9,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible says, "Be strong and courageous, and don't have afraid, because I am your God. I will be with you wherever you go." So this is always was my favorite verse in the Bible. And in spite of being skinny, in spite of the sickness and all struggles I have to face, I always have this relationship with Jesus. And then this for me was the strength that I have inside to face.
It's wonderful. And you talk a lot about that in your new book, Beyond Success. You also talk about this idea of, so as an expression of your faith in Jesus Christ, you talk about pursuing goals, God, and glory. And I wonder, how would you define true success now compared to maybe how you defined it earlier in your career?
I think when you doesn't know God's love or the life with Him, success it's only playing in a professional club here in Brazil as I play São Paulo FC. It's one of the biggest clubs here in Brazil, South America,
Mm-hmm.
and even in the world. And also playing Brazil national team under 20. We won in Russia, then professional in Mexico, then in Italy. But for me, the true success is being a man of integrity, being a good father, good son as well, and helping people. Most of the ones that cannot give you back nothing, and we have projects to do this. Being a good husband and
Mm-hmm.
raising your kids in a properly way, and that's what I try to do during my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And in a universe where 4 out of 5 are bankrupt, divorced, and unemployed 2 years after their retirement. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a bad statistics. So, but I am out of that. So this is makes me happy, and
Mm-hmm.
for me the success it's is this. And even when you have a fame, you can have earn money, good money that comes from the football or soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Maintain your heart in the right things, and maintain the humility.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Put the people in a place better than yours. So I
Mm-hmm.
think this is success for me.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's a very different perspective than what many people in this world tend to feel success looks like. You're defining success through the lens of the Lord's eyes as he teaches you what to value in life versus what this world tends to value.
Yeah, and Second Timothy in chapter 3, the Bible says about how the people are in this moment, like loving more the pleasures than loving God. So
Right.
thinking about themselves in spite of thinking in others, and they don't understand how big God is, how small we are, and the places we are living. So how to do all this together and live a life that that is good for us, and also can help others.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Silas, when I mentioned to some of the people that I know that you were going to be joining me for the podcast today, they were very excited about it. And one of the people that gave me some questions that I'd like to share with you, he's the men's soccer coach for Cairn University, a friend of mine. His name is Luke Gibson. And he was really excited to know that we would be chatting today. And he certainly appreciates your career and your testimony. And I have a couple questions from him. The first one he said is this. He said, in many ways, you lived out the childhood dream of countless Brazilians, playing professionally, wearing the national team jersey. And when that chapter finally came to a close, what emotions surfaced for you? What did that season reveal to you about who you were beyond football? And did it shake or deepen your faith during that transition? So when that season closed, what emotions really surfaced for you, and what did that look like?
Oh, looking for the in a secular point of view, I finished my career playing in the youth national team, then the professional national team, and now I play for the master team, for
Mm-hmm.
Brazil national master team as well. So I'm playing and serving my country in
Mm-hmm.
all my entire life, serving the Brazilian national team. So in a secular way, it's okay, but God always have the second step, and the second step for me was being a coach, a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Then I didn't uh, went out for the world of soccer. I just not been a soccer player, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to manage a soccer player's career inside the field, and I did this for 11 years. And then what I was about to finish this one, I went to ESPN, and I'm been there about 7 to 8 years
That's
as a
great.
commentator. So I am in the world of soccer,
You really are. Do you enjoy
until
that?
now.
Do you
So
enjoy being a commentator for
this,
ESPN?
yeah,
That seems
yes,
like
yes.
that'd
I
be a
have
lot
to
of
study
fun.
a lot more
Yeah,
than, yeah. I have to study a lot more than when I was in school, because we have to know about uh, coach name, referee's name, player's name from here, from outside, because we cover La Liga, we cover the Bundesliga, we cover Argentinian football, we cover Portugal, Italy. So, but it's interesting, and I'm so happy for this chance and this door God's open for me to continue in a world of soccer.
the Lord certainly has opened up many doors for you, and you
Yes,
represent
yes.
Him, and that's a wonderful thing that you're choosing to do with these doors that the Lord's opening up. Luke Gibson also has this question. He says Brazil carries some of the highest expectations in world football or world soccer. In moments of pressure, anxiety, or disappointment, how did your faith influence the way you responded, both on the field and off the field?
Inside the field, on the field, I try to be an example for the others, for the other players, my teammates. So from the beginning to the end, believing that we could succeed, and in spite of winning or losing, being my best, doing my best, giving my best, and I think this is because it's not a tennis. Then you depend most on you in the court.
Mm-hmm.
In a soccer field, you have a 10 to help you, and you have so out of the field. I think that it's a way to help people and players, talking to them about no matter what is happening today, we will have another chance in front of us. So let's forget this and go to the other and try to do better, because the other side there are 11 players trying to do the same. So I think and being honest when you play or you go inside the field in life as well, about contracts, about when you have to play hard, but in an honest way. I think in when the days and the months and years are passing, people can see not only when you speak, but people can see also the way you behave inside or outside the field. How you manage money, how you manage fame, how you manage you we become idols for
Right.
fans, but for us we're not idols. We are just someone that God gave a task, a gift to play, and they want to see this. I think it's that.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring up this idea of idols or idolatry. I think we as human beings are great at finding idols instead of realizing that Christ Himself is the only one who could satisfy the
Yes.
deepest longings of our souls. And there's certainly people like yourself that I think there's value in learning from and looking up to, but at the same time, Christ Himself is the one ultimately that our greatest hope is found in.
Yeah, and the humility, it's a virtue, but it's also a trick.
Hmm.
When you can think that he don't have anymore. So you must show this during your relationship with people and with the relationship with God and the relationship with the press as well. So
Absolutely. So you work with the press a lot now. You're dealing with the press a lot. You're part of the press as you work as an international broadcaster with ESPN. Has your perspective toward the game changed compared to when you were competing professionally versus now that you're a professional broadcaster?
uh, you mean the game inside the field, or for me how it's changed?
Maybe a little bit of both. You know, as you observe and comment on the work of others, but also some of the things that over time the Lord's been revealing to you now that you have that perspective.
Yeah, I think inside the field is now you have the VAR. You say VAR when they go to check the situation. Uh, I think this bring more chances to small clubs because
Hmm.
in the past referees went more to the biggest club and in spite of see the whole situation and make the right decision. Uh, Now we have also young players moving to Europe, to Asia, to also to America to play there. In my
Hmm.
time, in the past was different. Only when you play for Brazilian national team, you had chance to go to Italy. Italy was the most important country and
Okay.
place where Brazilian soccer players want desires to go. Uh, so, but in the other way, you ask about in life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hmm.
Uh, I think the changes it's now no from 20 years to now marriages become like not taken in a serious way. I have been married about 38 years, and
Wonderful.
from 20 years to now, uh, 6 to 10 finish they divorce after 3 years.
Hmm.
So the result of this, we have now kids, or they are in the independent, or dependent of situations. So it's not good, and we see a bad behavior in the children nowadays, and
Hmm.
so father and mother being together is so important to raise kids. For me and Eliane, my wife, we took 10 years of our lives to 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 spend in the confront of our children, their career. So now we have three 35 years old Nata, 33 years old Carol, and 29 years old Caleb. And all marriage. We have two grandsons. The third one is coming, is on the way. My daughter
Wonderful.
is a doctor, and so this is, I think this is when you start dotting purpose in life,
Hmm.
when you take care about first your family and your nuclear family, and then you can help your extended family, and then your friends and the community we serve as well. So uh, I think this is in this time of changes, when you have a way to follow. I think this is good for one.
Very good. Very good. One final question I wanted to ask you during our time here together. So, your new book was just released. It's called Beyond Success. And as readers pick up a copy, I just had a friend tell me the other day he picked up a copy. So, I'm sure he's enjoyed reading it. You got a copy right there. So, if you're watching us on video, take a look at that. And if readers walk away from your book Beyond Success, remembering just one thing, what's the main thing you hope somebody learns by reading that book, or the main thing you want them to take away?
John, I think that regardless the profession people choose, or the things they do. I'm not a soccer player. I have no the talent to be a soccer player. I think regardless this, I think people can find into the book uh, values and principles that they can apply for their lives as well. So I think that's the idea. The fame is good, rich. The things you propose to do, it's also good, but there are values, there are principles, and because a soccer player, it's a career. It's about 18 to 20 years. What do you do with your life after that? So
Hmm.
when I was 38 years old, I finished my career, and I had 60 years to live. What do you do with this? So,
Hmm.
and having a true encounter with God, I think this is they will find when you read the book. And for me, this is the most important things.
Great counsel. Love that. Our guest today has been Silas. Silas's new book, Beyond Success: One Athlete's Outstanding Pursuit of Goals, God, and Glory. You can find it at Amazon.com. You could also find it at beyondsuccess.info. Beyondsuccess.info. Silas, it's been a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today.
Thanks, John. You're welcome. Sorry, my English is not good enough, but I'm trying to improve that.
You
So
did
thank
great.
you. Thank you a lot. God
Thank you.
bless you.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you as well.